Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to PBTV. We've brought a new range out today, so we're going to have a look at the brand new Flex series from Specna Arms. So I've brought the 01, and I do have another one here. I've got the 02 as well. So as always, we will cover as much as we can of this. If there's any questions that you have on Specna Arms or the Specna Arms Flex series, please drop them down below. We'll try and get to you as quick as we can. We'll flash your question up on stream, and we'll try and answer it as detailed as we can. If not, I will go from the front to back, cover as much as possible where these sit in Airsoft and everything. We've got a load of really cool features with the different rails, different colours, various different bits. But as always, any questions, please drop them down below and we'll get to them as quickly as we can. So the 01, which this one is, we've got a 01 and a 02, the Flex 01. They both come in all black or half tan, so I've brought one of each out so you can see which bits are going to be coloured and not. So with the 01, we've got a tan rail, tan mag, tan grip and tan stock. Obviously on it all black one, the entire thing's black. And again, the same parts that are tan on this will be tan on the other one if you want the dual tone version. So, starting at the front, we do have a standard bird cage. So, removing this, you can put any of your standard accessories on there, your tracer units, Spitfires, swap the brake out to something a little bit different and make this your own, so you're not limited. There is a 14mm counterclockwise thread under there, which is the most common one going right now. Coming back to the rail, it looks a little bit different to what most things people see. You're seeing a lot of M-lock, Keymod and everything like that. This is a sort of just a proprietary system that they've thrown on here with a little bit of 20mm. So across the top, it is a full 20mm rail. So you can fit any accessory you want up there. If you've got pec box, D-barrels, torches, anything you want to fit on the top, WMLs, things like that, you can fit them all across the top, no problem. You've got little bits of Riz at the front, on the left, right, and the bottom. So if you're wanting to side mount anything, so a lot of people like to put torches on the side. I mean, they jut forward beyond the end of the platform, so you're not casting shadows or anything. You want to side mount a pec box, totally fine. You can put a grip right at the front because this is quite a short platform. Nothing wrong with putting a little hand stop, a little grip on the front there, just something to index and make this a little bit more comfortable. They've done a drop down with what are just standard holes. There's actually no threads or anything in these. It's just there to sort of dip in a little bit and make it a little bit of a thinner rail system, so it's easier to grip and easier to get your hands on this and get it down range. You do actually have QD sling points though, so there's one on the right side and one on the left. So matching with the actual stock itself, so you do have an option to 2-point sling this with a QD or like an MS4 type sling system. Very convenient. Having sling points on the front, it's not uncommon, but having it as an option is always an added bonus, because once it's there, you can just use it as and when you need it. If it wasn't there, you'd have to add something after. So having that there is really, really cool. It is a polymer rail. That is the one thing that will be common throughout the Flex series, is they are all very, very much focused on brand new players, budget entry platforms, trying to keep them as light and as friendly to new players as possible. So it's all fiber reinforced polymer. A lot of people, and you'll hear me harp on about it in stream after stream after stream, is it full metal? Is it plastic? Anything like that. There is nothing better between the two. There's pros and cons between having a polymer platform and a metal platform. And the fiber reinforced polymer is absolutely rock solid. There's no rattle, there's no shake, there's no squeaks or anything like that. You can't bend it or twist it or anything. It is an absolutely rock solid platform. The pros of having polymer is it will bump, it will bounce, it's not going to scratch, it's lightweight. And it's just a little bit more easier to maneuver. Metal, it's a little bit heavier. It will scratch, it will tarnish. You're going to sort of lose the overall colour and finish of your platform a little bit quicker. But in the end of the day, metal is going to probably last a little bit longer through many, many more game days, whereas the polymer one may weaken over a long period of time, but Polymer, for starting out, I do believe is better than a full metal platform because it's lighter. It's going to take them little bumps and scratches a lot better, and it's not going to tarnish as quickly. Your platform is going to look new for much longer than if it was metal, and when the metal starts scratching from bouncing off trees and hitting rocks, etc. Gareth on YouTube, what magazines is? So I presume you're asking the magazine that is in here. So the Flex series come with a single 300 round high cap magazine. Obviously, the dual tone one comes with a tan one. The black one comes with a black one. So opening the window at the top that you can see is open there, simply pour BBs in and then close it off. Once it's closed off, there's a wheel at the bottom. We've always advised people keep the magazine pointed downwards and you can wind it. What this does, it takes BBs out of the chamber, primes them up the tube, and means you've got loads of BBs just to keep going. Again, a massive pro for when you're starting out, you've not really been airsofting very long, and you've got no kit. High caps are absolutely amazing. You don't have to get 5, 6, 7 mid caps to be able to play a full game. You can just run 1 or 2 of these, fill it with BBs, and have a load of fun. So winding it up means that you can just run and gun as you see fit. So coming on to the receiver. So as I've said, polymer receiver as well. Common across all the Flex series is the polymer vibe that they've gone with. So control-wise, we do have very much a right-handed platform. So Fire Selector is only on the left-hand side, and we've got safe, semi, and full auto. Magazine release on the right hand side, again removing the 300 round high cap. JPT 75, looking at getting this for my daughter. Can you recommend a spare mag for the Specna range? Any AEG, any standard AEG mag will fit these totally fine. So again, it will come down to aesthetic really. So the actual specific Specna Arms mags are available if you wanted to keep all the mags the same look. You can get boxes, so you can get a box of say 5 mid caps. If you wanted to go the mid cap route, you could get a drum mag. You can get high capacity magazines. Again, it depends on the style of play and how you're sort of getting into the sport. Again, these come with a 300 round magazine, which is quite easy to run a lot of a game day without having to actually swap the mag out. You only have to swap the mag out when you go back to the safe zone between games or anything like that. Refill it with BBs, keep it wound, it's fine. So having one of these is pretty much the same as having 6 or 7 mid caps. When it comes to sort of your 70 rounders or something like that. Normal mid caps are about 120 rounds, so this is the equivalent of 3 of them, but you can get sort of anywhere from 70 to 120 rounds. So one of these is equivalent to quite a few mid caps. So if you are just starting out, maybe get a second high cap magazine or get one of the boxes of 5 if you're going to mid caps. Again, depends on your style of play and whether or not you're going for looks or you're just wanting functionality. So yes, the Fire Selector on the left, mag release on the right, and the charging handle does have an extension down here. So when you do pull this back, you will find the rotary style hop system in there. Again, for an entry level and a budget platform, having a rotary style system, absolutely incredible. It's the better of all the standard systems. The Reaper, fantastic, good, great build quality. Have you played with many Specnas? I've played with a couple of Specnas, mainly just asking players at Proving Grounds what they thought of them and things like that. I've used one of the Titan custom ones. I've used a couple of the Edge ones as well, just doing some range testing and stuff like that. But these literally landed on Friday, so we thought we'd get them on and get them on a live stream to show them off. So these are very reminiscent of the Core series from a couple of years back, when they were the sort of the basic entry level platform, but the Cores have sort of risen and become, they've got MOSFETs in them now, and they've gone a little bit beyond their standard budget, where these are designed for people that are just starting out. They're curious about airsoft. They don't want to sort of throw too much at it. They want something that looks cool, is going to last, and has a lot of really, really cool features. For example, it's got that 300 round magazine. We've got a polymer full build, so it's extremely lightweight. The Flex 01 it's just over at 1.5 kilos, so it's exceptionally light. You've got the 40mm on the front of it. You have a 6.03 Type bore in this for what is essentially a brand new player's gun that just hasn't really played before. They don't know how the sport really works, or they don't even know what type of role they want to do. So having something that's going to compete with other things in the same category, you can have a really nice grouping of a decent amount of range. You've got plenty of BBs to run a full day if you need to. And as I've said, I'll harp on about how light these things are, which makes them absolutely excellent for people starting out. Paul Eastwood, is it Dean's or Tamiya connection for the batteries? So in the stock tube, it is a mini Tamiya style connector. So again, if you're starting out, they don't come with a battery, they don't come with a charger, so make sure you think about that when you're getting your hands on these. Anything that says it comes with a battery and charger are considered sort of free gifts and aren't of the best quality. So anytime you're looking at something, please factor in for a very good battery and a very high quality charger. Again, 7.4 LiPo will work perfectly fine in this. You're going to have a decent rate of fire. They're coming out at about 295 FPS on the 01. So again, sitting around that 300 FPS mark means it's going to be perfectly safe to run in all CQB sites. There are a few, they are becoming quite rare, but there's some CQB sites that only allow 3 to 8 FPS, so it keeps you underneath that. But with the type bore and the size of the barrel and the way this thing's put together, really good, decent air seal, and really good build quality, you are going to have a decent amount of range, a decent rate of fire, and a decent grouping, even when you're going outdoors. But yeah, really cool. I think these are going to be very, very popular for what they're pumping out at. They look really cool. We tricked one out and had a look at what they were once they've got an optic, a device and everything on the front of it, magnifiers. You can do all sorts of really cool stuff, but you're not sort of breaking the budget on the actual initial platform itself. 6 position stock, so again, me with my gangly arms, I can get it all the way out and still get a comfortable shooting position on this. Yeah, very impressed with it, and even coming with flip-up sights out the box, meaning this thing is pull it out of the box, put a battery in it, and you are good to go. So that's the F801. We'll come and have a look at the Flex 02 now. So again, you'll see it is the larger of the two when it comes to just overall length. Apart from that, the actual core of it, the gearbox and everything like that is identical. So probably from here back is absolutely identical. You've got the rotary hop in there. So again, very accurate, really good grouping over range. Controls are the same. So you've got the fire selector on the left, going from safe, semi, and full auto. The bolt hold open doesn't do anything. It's just there because it's part of the real platform. And again, standard 300 round polymer high cap. So again, you don't have to budget in for all them magazines and getting loads of different bits. You can just get one of these, get a battery, and run around and have some fun. The slight differences we have on this is rather having that sort of proprietary style rail system, we have a sort of a very different Keymod rail system. So what looks like Keymod all the way around actually isn't. The way this is it is Keymod on the right, left and bottom. The bits on the 45 are not Keymod. They've just been machined to look that way. It's just the way that these are laid down, they're machined straight down. So they actually sort of elongated. They look like Keymod, but unfortunately they are not. So you can only mount Keymod bits on the side or the bottom. What is a massive bonus is you are supplied with 3 bits of Keymod adapters. So if you have Keymod accessories, you can just mount them straight on this. If not, there's a little bit of rail system. You can undo these Allen keys on there and just shift them to exactly where you need them. If you don't need them, you can just take them off. Means it keeps this rail system extremely lightweight. There's no extra width or anything to make it a little bit harder to wield or anything. If you want a torch in one specific point, by all means, you can move it to there. It does keep it very lightweight. The rail systems are metal, so you can move them around and just get them accessories where you want them. We do have flip-up sights like the 01. Pressing the back, they are spring-loaded, so they pop up, and then you can pop them back down again. Exactly the same as the 01, we have a 14mm counterclockwise thread. Again, you do have a slightly longer 14.5-inch outer barrel, but it does mean you have a larger inner barrel as well. So it's a 363mm type bore in this. So again, the range, your consistency over range, maybe it's not going to add 10s or 20s of meters onto the range over the 01, but you're going to have a slightly higher FPS having that extra bit of tight bore, and your grouping over a little bit of a longer range is going to be tighter as well. It's not really going to add range, but your BBs are going to be in a much more consistent spot once they hit your sort of max range. Again, polymer rail system, keeping that weight down, along with the fiber reinforced receiver. Super impressed with these. They're going to very much dominate the new player category. Lightweight, excellent attributes with the rotary hop and a tight bore in something that 5-6 years ago would have been in the top end ranges that you just can't ask for more when it comes to what is essentially a new player's gun. I think these are definitely going to hit the spot with a lot of people. And I'm very, very impressed with them. If there are any other questions, please do ask them. We'll try and get through as many as we can. When will you be getting the Specna mid-caps back in stock? Been waiting for ages. I will have a check, and I'll try and find your comment on YouTube and get back to you. But yes, we got loads in, and then they shipped out straight away. But yes, the sort of styling that they've got on these is very, very cool. It's very unique. It's and again, it's one of them things. Once you get that one mag with a platform, you want to try and get more. Totally understand, but we've got loads of shipments coming in constantly. The quickest way to find out, hit that email back in stock button, and you will get an email as soon as it comes back in. But if there's any final questions, I'll just go from front to back quickly for people that have just joined. So we do have the 14mm counterclockwise thread on the front. We've got polymer rail systems, whether or not it's the 01 with its proprietary style system or the Keymod system. Polymer rail system with metal adapters, polymer receiver, keeping it nice and lightweight, rotary hop, 300 round capacity magazine, and a 6-position stock. The 02 does have a sling point on the back. The 01 didn't because it had the QD point on the rail system and the stock. Both of them are mini Tamiya battery connectors, so again, they don't come with batteries or chargers, and anything that says it does, please ignore it. Factor in for a battery and charger separately because you want to get very high quality ones. What's in a barrel does it feature? So both of these have 6.03 tight bores in them. The 02 has a 636mm one, so it is quite a decent, a bit of a beast. The 01 has a 230mm in a barrel. Both are available in two-tone, dual tone. So what is tan on this one will be tan on this one, and vice versa. What's tan on this will be all black if you want the all black version. Do the Specna mags fit other makes of M4s? Yes, absolutely. All AEG magazines are made pretty much to the identical specs, so anything that states itself as an AEG style magazine, whether it's a mid cap, low cap, or high cap, drum mag, or anything like that, all AEG magazines, unless it's recoil or a specific proprietary style like an ERG or something like a Tokyo Marui, they are all the same. So your New Pro, your Specna, your Battle Axe, all them brands will fit in pretty much every M4 or every M4 that we put out there. So if you like the styling of the mags but you don't like the platform and you're looking at something else, by all means that will work. If you've already bought yourself a New Pro or anything like that, these mags will work in that, and vice versa. There's a lot of cross compatibility with accessories, and it makes it a little bit easier. If you've already got magazines, they will fit in this. So if you're looking at one of these, it will definitely work. But if that's everything for today, this has been the brand new Specna Arms Flex range. We've got dual tone and all black, and again, vice versa, both are available in both color profiles. And again, very, very cool. If you're just starting out, or you know someone that's just starting out and they don't know what to look at, pointing them in the direction of the Flex, they will not be disappointed. Extremely lightweight, perfect for someone that doesn't want to sort of throw too much at it and wants something they can get out of the box, put a battery in it, and run around for a few hours and just throw BBs at, and you don't need anything else. But if that's everything for today, we'll be back on Wednesday with another product review. If you have something specific you want us to look at, please drop us a message on Instagram. If not, we'll be back on Wednesday. But yeah, Getting 300 FPS out of the box for a brand new platform, really, really cool. But if that's everything for today, I'll catch you in a bit. Bye.